There we go. Alright, time for Space Fox. He said, see about how about we make a deal. We see each other for exactly 10 years, no more, no less. Space Fox. Why am I looking for Space Fox? It's Starfield. Yep, Space Fox. This is episode like 25 or something. 27, I don't know. It's high. Space Fox. Blasting off again. Yeah, Space Fox. Bum, bum. This game, a lot of people say is bad. I like it. There's been a couple bugs. I mean, just yesterday, there was an NPC shooting at me, who I did nothing to, by the way. I landed, I came in the system, and people started shooting at me. So I fought them, and I disabled one ship. I boarded the ship, and after boarding the ship, they're all shooting at me, right? They're continuing to shoot at me. And no. I shot at them. They shot at me. I shot at them. The very last one I killed, my partner here got mad at me. And so I reloaded trying to figure out why he got mad at me. He's like, oh, you just murdered somebody. It's like, what? Made no sense. They're trying to shoot at me. Okay, so anyway. I reloaded it and tried to see if it's just a bug. And tried to get him to kill the person. Because it's shooting at him. He would get the person down. He would shoot at them until they got low. And then he would stop. Even if they're still shooting at me, he would just stop. So. There is indeed a new Space Fox. And so I tried, I have a weapon that disables people, knocks them unconscious. I did that. He got mad at that too. 'Cause I'm a Space Fox. Got a rocket on my back. Space Fox. Dancing like a maniac. Space Fox. Got a rocket on my back. The universe is down from my tail attack. Alright, so she agreed to the deal.
For a minute and nature takes it all back.
She agrees to the deal. For 10 years past, she punched the man. Told him his deal was a waste and he constantly went away for trips and barely stayed with her. Oh, thank you. Alright, so here's the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistance, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions, and I can never help talking. It starts instantly enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine, where they have their own misunderstanding instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try, gently as I might, to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't. Is there a door? At last, a bit of peace. A piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and and that even if it only exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. The unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone for now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should expect as much, but vanity is thankfully not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out the time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man. Or whatever it is I have become. I don't like this person. As she was about to claim his soul, he had another demon stop her to tell her that his deal was not finished yet. Saying in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there's anything above the unity. I got a cough. It was all I could do to keep from shouting. I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best I could, but even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths. Why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with the unity in my own way. They followed. Of course they followed.
If we just had ourselves some good snow drifts, we could have a blast.
The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceased to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me toward a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for lack of vision, when I knew very well that the blinders which obscure their sight, I once wore them myself after all. I hope for their sake that they may someday understand, but for my sake I wish to be left alone. I am not crazy. Amn't crazy. Alien stew? I can't decide if that looks tasty or disgusting. The demon told her that only 1 year, 6 months, 7 days, 13 hours, and 36 minutes has passed. She was puzzled and claims that 10 years passed when they had been together. I found myself thinking about his various past and my possible futures. I imagined continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, and more development myself. I imagined passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, that road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagined if I took a different path, if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught and perhaps brought others to the light and died. That road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades near immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There's something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I'm grateful for the time I've taken to notice it. If you came seeking the right answer, you'll know what question to ask. What is unity? I returned your question with a question. If you haven't read my writings, what is the burden of people? The demon tells her that was not the terms of the deal. The terms of the deal was that they would see each other for exactly 10 years, no more, no less. What is the burden of people? People are necessary, people are mad, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? In stopping, embracing compassion. You came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer to it a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here in this world in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Alright, to Hyla 2 then. Actually, we should probably walk. The man nods with his eyes closed. As long as my eyes don't meet with yours, our deal will last forever. Missions. Hyla. Too far.
This is where I belong.
Whoa! What is going on? Hey, you hit me! What are you doing? What is that? Is that a ship? Actually, let's talk here for a minute. I want to repair my ship.
As much as I hate giving the fleet credit, it's actually kind of impressive the station.
Is there even anybody still here to, Wait, what? Is that an enemy?
We made that look easy.
Haven't we been... I'm so confused.
Don't tell me the commander gave you key duty too. Well, that's rough.
Maybe we can't do it here. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just go back. Islet 2. Was that the punchline, Zelric? I wasn't sure. Ancient ruins.
life in all its many-colored glory.
You back? Not much. We're on this planet now. That's a bug. Is it aggressive?
Those ruins, they look ancient. Oh, Vladimir would go nuts for this. Barrett, too.
You didn't see the bug? That's a bug. That's also a bug. You can't see? They're green. They're right there. Green. No, we're looking for this. Do I have to draw that? Oh, did I do it? I was gonna trace the whole thing, but I guess, okay, so the sting hides the key. There's the tail. That's the scorpion tail. So I guess we go back to the ship. We're trying to find the mystery of a traveler who knew the truth from a very, very, very long time ago. A Scorpio? You know, I stopped believing in star signs after someone broke up with me because of star signs. "80 years later, the man is in his deathbed. He looks at her. Tells her, how was it like not having to go back to hell for 90 years? She looks away. It was the deal of a lifetime.
Home sweet home.
Yes, people do really believe in them. People are silly. That's not a joke. That's just kind of a touching story. He was telling a story. Too far. Go back to Crix. We're going back and forth. Oh, that's true, you didn't. Well, fine, I will tell a joke then. Okay. They're still just bouncing around. Okay. So, once upon a time, a woman had her mother over to have dinner with a roommate. So,
Now you're not pestering the captain, right?
so the
Do you think I'm
Oh, no.
a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words.
hold on a second.
You're being nice to the crew, too?
Oh no.
Of course.
What? Why?
So this book collection fund I heard about?
Why are they
Don't
talking?
you always
We
say
got this
don't listen to
going on right here,
others?
and they're talking in the background. Time for round 2. The surrender will be destroyed. Hey, wait, what?
You should come aboard. There's another star
What?
here who is very interested in meeting you. I can speak for myself.
What? What is going on here?
You weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace. And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Are the Shoremen at war? They're at war.
We'll explain when we meet in person. Good.
There doesn't seem to be an option.
All get along. For now.
Okay. Okay. So the story, so there's a woman, she lives with a roommate, and so she has her mother over for dinner, and naturally, because, you know, they live in the same apartment. Wait, what am I doing? I want to dock. They all three of them have dinner together. So the whole time they're eating dinner, the mother keeps looking at the roommate and looking at, you know, the daughter and saying, you know, how pretty the roommate is. And then, you know, kind of like, you know, looking back and forth, and the daughter's like, listen, Mom, I know what you're thinking, but, you know, we're not dating, we're just roommates, okay? And the mom's like, sure, you know, okay. So then the mom leaves. Then, you know, a couple weeks later, the roommate goes to the daughter and says, hey, I don't mean to accuse, you know, your mother of anything, but I can't find the nice plates that we had, the nice plates. We haven't seen them since, you know, your mother was here. And I'm not saying she took them, but where are they? And so the daughter's like, okay, I'll handle this. So she calls her mother, and she's like, Mom, I gotta talk to you about something. Now, I don't want to accuse you, but we're missing some plates. I'm not saying you took them, and I'm not saying you didn't take them. But, you know, did you take the plates? And the mom says, well, you know, I'm not saying you are sleeping with your roommate, or you're not sleeping with your roommate. But I will say, if she was sleeping in her own bed, I think she would have noticed all the plates under her pillow.
Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Oh, they're the ones I shot.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you
Yeah, I like
is
it.
unwise.
You're right, it is.
I don't think your patient counselor act is working on them.
It is not.
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
What? I want to see you without the helmet.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest.
Ooh.
The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter
Oh,
with
sorry,
one
you
of
missed
our
it, Rowan.
kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
Or did you not get it?
Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
You missed it?
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It
I guess
is a
you'll have to wait
place,
until
a gateway. It is where
this
we
comes out
were
on YouTube.
born.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you?
I'm angry.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect
A week
the
or so.
artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including
I'm not angry.
yours.
I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at these guys.
They are all connected.
I need to see it for myself.
And that's the problem.
What?
All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples. The anarchy that can be unleashed.
Alright, good night, Dorm. Laura, sleep
Someone
well.
has to
Have good
decide
dreams and
who should
everything.
get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I
Okay.
attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck.
If
and
it weren't rigged, I
skill.
would have shot you dead. But it was rigged.
As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have.
Wait.
Easy for a person who's seen everything.
I see
done
now.
Everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse.
They're not the same.
One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunter's.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
I don't like the choices. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so we have to make a choice here. Oh, they're not asking me to choose right now.
I'll tell you, I know we are not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it is good to see you again, old friend. It's not an easy experience to describe.
What is
but
going
the
on?
Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion.
I don't like the
Or is
choices.
it testing us? Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard. but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary.
Okay.
In many ways, it's a model of the
We gotta make a
multiverse
choice here.
Through it, you can reach the Unity.
What if I don't
From
want to
there,
become Starborn?
You can become Starborn. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
But aren't you saying we work together?
You think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
Why did you let me
To
go?
see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. And sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you.
Almost never.
You making it to your ship on your own.
I feel like you should have said it's never you.
I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning
I don't know what to
wonder
make of this.
why I kept tending. And it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
But why?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time.
We gotta kill some people.
As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over.
It's starting to feel like Dead by Daylight. You know, whether you win or lose,
for the Unity.
you're still just there.
I find the easiest pathway to it.
How many pieces are there? I'm done. We leave. What's over there? This is a tiny ship. And they don't have any loot. Where's the loot? Do they not need food? They not use credits? The mystery's kind of hot.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself.
There's so many
Here,
quests.
to open the way. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will
I
all
will say,
say
after
about
playing
what
No
you
Man's
learned.
Sky, this game does not feel
But
as
I will
big.
leave that to you.
Let's go.
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
Fine. Let's go have a chat. What?
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump.
Okay.
I never feel at home planet side. How about you? Well, how non-committal of you.
Yep.
See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it?
People have different priorities. Doesn't make them
you're
wrong.
right, but I think everyone should at least get out once. And go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little
This guy's
issues
Offense
and
affiliate
bickering.
launch. The only thing good after
There's
many
a
years of
mess of
updates.
ugly out there,
I mean, it
but
could
my
be.
God,
Could be this game is going to get so
there's
many updates.
grandeur, too.
I know there's a new expansion coming for it.
Space. That great void. That's the stuff for me. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems.
Here's the thing that gets me.
Not knowing what's next.
At the end of this, we're leaving everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes
If we
in on
follow through the
family,
plan,
he's got no adventure. in
only
it.
one person gets
I get
through.
it.
There's only one
It's
person.
dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is.
We become
Going
Starborn,
off the map
and everyone's gone.
and seeing if there truly be dragons. I couldn't ask for better company.
Okay. So you done? Alright, let's go. I guess that is a tiny ship. Alright, we need to go... Alright, let's go take a look. We need to find a shipyard. Yeah, let's go here. I need some ship parts, I think.
Neon's got nothing on New Atlantis.
Hello, can you fix my ship up?
Anything I can help you with?
Needs repairs.
You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed.
Alright, ship's fixed. We need ship parts. Buy. Resources? Ship parts. Do they sell ship parts? Oh, that's my stuff. Never mind. No wonder there's no ship parts. I don't have any.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Alright, so I guess we go to the commercial district to try to find some ship parts. I just noticed we're out, and that's bad. Here's my question for you guys. So if you could today be put into a simulation indistinguishable from the real world, but you could, like, you know, control it to some degree, would you do it? Notice early after they were trying to recover after the flood. If you wanted there to be.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need.
You get to choose.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Maybe you want wild hair colors to be natural.
Oh, well, certainly.
Salinas, they got digipicks. Let's go and buy all those. What about ship parts? Where do you buy ship parts? There's gotta be a place to buy them. I know you don't just like... Oh, they're there. Ship parts. Let's buy them. Alright, let's buy them all.
Back to it then.
Oh, I'm encumbered. Oh, that's because I bought all the ship parts. I gotta put them on my ship.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around.
Walking very slowly. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I mean, if VR existed and was completely indistinguishable, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. How do you know we're not in a simulation now? That's true, I would not be there. I guess you would lose everyone you know. It would be cool if you could do, like, just have, like, connect, like, make it a big virtual world, and, like, you could have your own world, but you could also invite people to it or go to other worlds to see other people.
Exploration still lives as long as the lodge is still standing.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Sarah. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
I did.
What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive in some alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
The multiverse theory.
Yes,
Haven't you
I
seen
wouldn't
Into the
mind a little more
Spider-Verse?
detail.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
I feel like I made this awkward by standing behind these people.
You're right. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
You know it. Now, once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking.
The eye
Let
metaphors.
me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
So many things.
Hey.
There's just so many quests. Look at all these missions I have. These are all like constellation quests, which means they're all story quests. We did that one. So we got 4 of them. Also, I kind of want to do this one. Alright, let's do that. Cannot fast travel because I'm too fat. Got it.
If you are free soon,
Can I talk with you for a bit?
could we talk?
Everyone wants to talk. I'm leaving. It was a mistake to come here. Everyone wants to talk with me. It was a mistake. Why did I do this? I'm so dumb sometimes. I should have known better. I'm not. I'm just a dumb fox. What do I know? Do you guys want another stupid joke? I have one that I think Zelric will like. I'm gonna tell it anyway, regardless. I think Zelric will like it. Don't have to ask, just tell? Yeah, I guess I could. Okay. So, there's a job opening in a government office, and a man applies to it. So the interviewer, you know, brings him into the office to talk to him. Says, okay, you know, it's nice to meet you, but, you know, just, we have to ask some questions for you. First of all, do you have any allergies? The guy says, oh yeah, you know, I'm allergic to caffeine, so, you know, I can't drink things like coffee, soda, tea, that sort of thing. Like, oh, that's unusual. Well, we understand. We accept all kinds of people here. Have you ever had any military service? It's like, oh yeah, I did a couple tours over in Iraq, and actually I was injured over there.
Next.
There was a an IED, and it blew off my testicles. Like, oh, you know, an injured war veteran. I think you're just like the person for this job. Now, I do have to tell you, this job, business hours are 8 to 4:30. But you know what? You can just come in at 10. The guy says,
Dad,
but
have you ever tried
but
Aurora?
if your hours are 8 to 4:30, why do you want me just to come in at 10? He says, oh, well, you see, this is a government job. So the first 2 hours of work, we just stand around drinking coffee and scratching our balls. So there's no point for you to come in. What do you think, Zoe? Did you like that one? It's funny because it's true. Yeah, I don't know why the jokes I kept finding were all about, you know, genitals. It's kind of strange.
Unknown vessel, welcome to Stroud Eklund. You are cleared to board.
Yeah, why does everybody focus on that? We land. We board. So I just noticed we had a couple people join. Well, I mean, that's not the goal of them, but why are they all about that?
I'm Walter Stroud.
Not much going on.
On behalf of Stroud Eklund, welcome. In our new state-of-the-art star yard, we are creating...
What is that outfit?
Deimos or Stroud Eklund?
Where are we going?
I can't decide which model to get.
You're asking for technology that doesn't even exist, Frank. I'm good at what I do, but you're mental if you think I can pull off what you're asking. Tried and true is what we should focus on.
Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. You must be Walter's colleague.
Yep.
He informed
Fox.
me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it.
That is accurate, yes.
But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
I want to shoot her.
Oh, I just assumed. You know what? I'm really sorry. I should trust Walter knew what he was doing. My bad.
Even so, we have plenty of designers.
Yeah.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship.
We're gonna make it a box.
But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
All right.
Ah, right. So you mentioned. Let's move on to solving our budget issues then, shall we?
More money.
We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
All right, let's go with the kitchen sink.
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell?
That's a good question. 1 second.
Oh, and I seem to have lost...
Well, I wanted to pause it because I gotta go brush my tail. I'm gonna go brush my tail. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Brush. Okay, let's resume.
We're all super glad you're here, right? Right. We were talking about...
Alright, so do you want the small budget or the big budget?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
Anyone have a preference? Big budget, small budget? I don't think we want to be sensible. I'm voting for the kitchen sink. What do you guys want? Sensible. When have we ever been sensible? You know what? Screw it. Kitchen sink. I asked your opinion and then I just ignore it and do whatever anyway.
Say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
What is that? Is that a sink? Looks like the sink. Persuade!
Well, I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe. I won't rule it out.
Okay.
Yeah? So you've done this before? Well, Walter did choose you for a reason.
Okay.
Maybe it's time to consider an outside take like yours. We've tried everything else.
We did it.
Okay, I think you made some good points. I'll go to the board with the kitchen sink proposal and get
5% battery.
Make your best pitch.
Plug it
Jules.
in.
You don't get many chances to fight for your dreams.
Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on.
All right,
Next,
problem solved.
we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Real-world scenarios like being attacked by Starborn and pirates and everything.
Great. Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would.
Oh.
We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
It's draining fast. Hopefully that's your phone battery and not the car battery.
So, you're
and you don't get
Walter's
stranded.
friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but
I don't like any of these people.
there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
Practically professional.
This is wonderful to hear. I hope
Cars
for all
120
of our
miles? That's
sakes that
good.
you are not overselling your ability. Now,
2%.
I know you've been
Well,
asked to give feedback on our
it's been
design
nice knowing you, Rowan.
proposals.
Have a good night, okay?
Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this.
It's a sales
What
pitch.
pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Foxes.
Well, you're no fun.
You're right, I'm no fun.
My idea is a little less conventional. I believe we should invest in making a dedicated exploration ship marketed towards
How is it draining that fast?
Sure.
Charging.
We and other manufacturers have lines of exploration ships, but none built with the average consumer in mind.
She's not even
It's
looking at
my
me.
hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
I'm not ordinary.
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And
What?
of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must. Yeah, that's what Jules said too. But at least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess. See you around, I guess.
They all have
I'm
different
wondering if
ideas.
we need another chef in the kitchen.
Nobody likes me.
I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Gotta be
Good.
servicing.
Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as
So I
possible.
basically got to pick one of their plans and try to do
Simple,
everything.
No frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side. It's truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else.
What's that?
So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills.
Just a nice truck.
Simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my Kaz's little moppet could fly it. Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea.
So basically the
If we
opposite.
go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction.
I've got no drop
and the ship will
frames. I'm
practically
not having
sell itself.
any issues. No drop frames at all. Alright, I'm watching on the stream. He's kind of twitchy. I don't know if that's on Twitch or on just him.
Yes, of course. Zhuzh it up, just enough to disappoint me even more when we ultimately end up choosing something ridiculous. Thanks.
Later, mate.
I don't know that I care.
Data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process. Assuming you... Hi.
Hello, Miss Papadopoulos.
Oh, you really want to hear
I can try to
my
speed through this
ideas?
area.
So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious.
So recreational,
Something
but
Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that... Well, you listened to my idea more than the others did, so...
Okay.
See you later.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years.
I don't like you already.
You must have really... Never mind that. Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of taste.
Don't we already have that?
Performance. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
Didn't they say we already have one of those?
I think I understand what you mean. Oh, thank... See you.
Yeah, I don't like any of them.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess. Oh, yes, I actually do have a... I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market.
So,
Bounty
they
hunting
all
and
had,
mercenary
every single
work
one of
are
them was a
both
different
big
kind of...
these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars.
The repairs on our old ship just keep piling up. If this keeps up, all our profits are just going to...
You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch...
Okay, we talked to
We'll
all of
chat
them.
again soon, okay?
So I gotta go do some stuff. Right, mission board. Okay, what do we got? Bounty. We got passenger stuff. Grab this, why not? No space on my ship for passengers. How do I make space on my ship for passengers?
Havershaw can help you if you need anything.
Don't tell...
Alright, set course. How do I get there? Did it actually work? Or...
Restart space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Alright, we're done. Welcome to Hopetown.
I don't know what's going on. Whatever, let's just go. Let's go and dock here. Let's see if this makes him mad again. These are definitely pirates. Is that everything? He didn't get mad at me. He also didn't help at all. I don't really want to take the contraband. I don't want to take the contraband.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
What?
So we know the answer. Well, we are. We're some cracked mirror version of ourselves.
Okay.
The whole thing seems unreal. Doesn't it? I was hoping the Starborn were somehow so advanced that their concerns were cosmic, significant. Instead, they're fighting over goddamn toys like we've been doing since caveman times. It's just a stupid game to them. And all our deaths and suffering, now relevant. And they seem to be just as messed up as the rest of us.
Yep.
So the Unity is a gateway.
That's one of the things I like about the book I was reading. The book I always tell you guys about, He Who Fights with Monsters. The main character has this belief that everyone is just a person.
I don't know if you're taking anyone with you.
Whether you're a deity, a king,
I got no idea if I'd go
a commoner, they're just people.
If it weren't for Cora, I'd jump on it in a heartbeat. Cora would probably shove both of us out of the way and dive in first. Born explorer, that girl. That's good. I know it's your decision who to work with. But you gotta remember that the Hunter murdered our friend. Sure, the emissary may be a version of Sarah. So Sarah is still alive. Sort of.
Oh, I'm gonna kill the Hunter.
That doesn't make what the Hunter did right. Not by a long shot. If the Starborn are party crashers from different universes, I'd side with the one that's not willing to murder innocents to win. Excellent. Glad to hear it. My head is still spinning. Maybe after a few nights' sleep, it'll be clearer. Take care.
Alright, we done talking? Can we get going? Alright, let's we're gonna undock. We killed everyone on that ship. But we do need to turn around and just blast it. Just gonna turn around here and bye-bye. Wait, that wasn't the one we were trying to get, was it? That was... You know, let's just pop them. kill this other ship. Just blast them.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Where are we? I thought we were in Seoul. Let's go there. They recognize me. Wait, is there someone else out here?
No mercy!
Let's go ahead and board them. We board and we kill some stuff. I forgot to look for plushies on the other one.
Blood everywhere.
That guy had a Wazowski. Stolen artwork. Yeah, you can get lots of interesting things on board. You definitely get more for doing this than blasting them out of the sky. And then you can undock and blast them anyway. Now I gotta figure out how to do a passenger mission, though. We don't have enough room. There's no space on the ship for passengers. I'm also feeling somewhat wiped out. It might be a good idea to stop. Extra sleep is probably a good idea for me today. Oh, thank you for the pets. I do feel bad about it. I mean, we got over 2 hours of stream. Not very much Space Fox, though. Yeah, I can feel myself getting more and more low energy, and I feel bad about it. Because I know you guys... I want to be on my game for you guys.
My business is switching to Stroud Eklund. It just makes sense.
If I were Tayo, I'd be very concerned about the new Stroud Eklund models.
I'd like to believe that you can help my team work well with each other again, but we'll see.
See, I can't do a passenger mission, though. Do I turn them in? How do you get... How do I get passengers? Do I need to change ships? Maybe I need a bigger ship.
Avershaw can help you if you need anything.
Me boss or Stroud Eklund?
Alright, I'm going to call it here. I'm losing focus really bad. You guys do kind of jokes. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm very sorry to cut out early. I'm just not feeling myself today. Didn't sleep very well. I did mention that I didn't sleep well. So I had, you guys know those dreams where it seems like you're awake, but you're not really awake? I had one of those where I dreamed someone was breaking in. And I could hear them approaching. And I didn't feel up to defending myself. So I just rolled over and continued to sleep. While knowing that someone was coming to harm me. So anyway, good night, everyone. Have good dreams. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be back to my normal self tomorrow. And yeah. So good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night.